What's up, guys? Ben Yukonis here from the Wombo Combo Show. We're continuing our 32 for 32. This is day 13, I believe. We've been doing a lot of days here, but I'm doing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers today. Just a quick recap on the 2024 Bucs season. They finished first in the NFC South with a 10-7 record, lost in the first round of the playoffs, but still a good season. Baker Mayfield had a career year, over 40 touchdowns, 41 to be exact. He was my number one quarterback in fantasy football on my team. Really glad I had him for the year. Bucky Irving, the rookie running back, was another huge surprise. He ran for over 1,100 yards, had 8 touchdowns on the ground. Another great fantasy pick. If you guys were able to pick him up off waivers, I did that. I'm just going to start naming Tampa Bay Buccaneers who I had on my fantasy team. They really helped me out. And then, of course, the Bucs have Mike Evans. He's a stud wide receiver, still a top 10 wide receiver, maybe even top 5 in some people's eyes. In my eyes, he is. He had another 1,000-yard season. I believe he tied or broke the record from Jerry Rice for consistent 1,000-yard seasons. You guys can double check me on that. Put down in the comments below. So for the Bucs this offseason, they're real up against the cap. They got about 5 million, just over 5 million in cap space to work with this year. I don't expect them to go out and make any big free agent / signings. Believe all their additions are going to be through the draft, similar to what I said with the Detroit Lions. And their top 3 needs this offseason: edge rusher, a pass catcher via wide receiver or tight end, and they're also need linebacker help for next season. Just from looking at all the experts' mock drafts that I've seen, they see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going after a linebacker, Rashaad Campbell from Alabama. I think that's going to be a great pick for them. I think, honestly, linebacker is probably the most important need, in my opinion. You have a solid linebacker, you're going to have a solid defense. I've also seen Tyler Warren, the tight end, getting mocked to Tampa Bay. They have the 19th pick in the draft, in the first round this year. Let me just say that first. They have the 19th pick in the first round. So Tyler Warren could fall to them, but it's looking like he might get picked up by either like the Colts. I've even seen Tyler Warren, getting mocked higher. But as far as Tampa's concerned, I feel like getting Campbell from Alabama, the linebacker, that would be an excellent pick, solidify the middle of their defense. Before I end this, I almost forgot to mention some key losses that the Bucs are going to be having this year. Chris Godwin is scheduled to be a free agent. The Bucs could possibly bring him back via franchise tag or maybe re-sign him. It all looks like they're going to let him walk, let him test the free agency market, and not bring him back. They do have Jalen McMillan, the rookie they drafted last year, coming into his second year this season. And he looked promising. He looks like he can be a nice number 2 guy for them and Baker Mayfield. In addition to Chris Godwin being a free agent, they got some edge rushers and linebackers that are also leaving. Anthony Nelson, Joe Tryon-Shoyinka, I hope I pronounced that right. Greg Gaines is a D lineman. Levante David, their veteran linebacker who's going to free agency, and another linebacker, KJ Britt. Back to their first round pick with Campbell, the linebacker from Alabama. That's why I agree with the experts, the mock draft analysts, to go get him in the first round, just to solidify that defense again. I kind of sound like a broken record, but I played linebacker in high school, and I love that position. When you have a really good one, 9 times out of 10, you have a really good defense. And that's what I got for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, what I think they should do this offseason. Let me know what you guys think they should do in the comments below. That's going to wrap up this edition of our 32 for 32.